And we're back for some more Dune. Surprising absolutely no one. And we're gonna start off by traveling to Harco, because we have a mission there, one to deliver and one to continue. And then I would also like to continue on the story missions today and focus on that. I did some of the primary grinding that I needed to get done today. So I started quite a few processes in the base. I think I'm gonna need to set up some more fans probably, but I can do that off stream. So I've started making fuel, got around 1,000. Well, it's gonna be 5,000 I suppose, because my aim before my vacation is to get all my fans stacked completely so that I have my shields up even when I'm not home. Because we're going on a festival tour. Not a tour, we're going on a festival on Wednesday. Hey Satan. Hydrate. I can do that. How are you doing today? Are you just hanging out? Just relaxing? Give me 1 second. Let's see. I'm still just enjoying the hell out of this game. It really has its claws in me in a way that I did not foresee at all. Now, the only bad thing about being kind of hyper-focused on one game at a time is that you kind of play your fill and then you move on to something else, right? I'm hoping that's not going to be the case with Dune. At the same time, I wouldn't mind if my hyper-focus became a little bit more split so I could play some other games as well. But right now it's just like, if I play anything else, I'm just thinking about Dune. And so I might as well just play this, you know? Home sweet home. Well, it's not that sweet, and it doesn't really feel like home, but either way. Oh. Now, I've tried to put some of my, my items out. What's this? Yeah, sure. Free loot. Might as well. I've tried to put some of my my items out on the auction house. Well, they probably don't call it an auction house here. It's probably called something else. I need to learn what it's called. But I neglected to change the duration of the ads. Let's see, what did I even call it? It's a chome something. Chome exchange. Well, okay. I'm so used to calling it an auction house. Let's see if we have any... No. Oh, this is out. So I changed it for one of them, but not for the rest. So the rest are gonna run out in like 16 hours. Because I might as well try, right? Some of these are really good too. When it comes to the pricing. Now, usually, like, if you put something up that has already been listed, then you will get the same price suggested. But I went lower than that. Because I feel like no one's gonna spend 30,000 Solari on a low-grade mining tool, right? On a laser? I mean, come on.
What have you learned? Yes?
Let's see, we've made a sword for him because he wants to enact his revenge.
Truly? Place it in my hands so that I might believe.
Place it in my hands? But you have eyes now.
Forgive me being emotional. I never thought I'd hold a Damasteel blade again. You're truly keeping my culture alive. You're worthy of the next lesson. Let the blade fill your hand. Let the blade... We are reaching the limits of what I can teach you. Such a thing should take years. Who are you?
I am your student.
And so it goes.
Okay. Swordmaster capstone skill. Ah, right. So now we can get these. Thrive on danger. When you are low on health, you regenerate health faster, receive less poise damage, and reduce all damage costs for actions. 30% less stamina costs, 200% increase to health regeneration, 50% less poise damage, and health regen delay is lowered by 75%. That's actually pretty crazy. I think we're... I don't know if we should... Should we exchange that for trauma recovery? I feel like if we went for both, that would be insane, right? But then again, I don't want to have all the defensive stuff. Let's try that instead of the trauma recovery and see how we fare. Now, it says that we have 60,000 or something like that. I feel like I should probably just deposit the 11,000 I have. Might as well, right? Because the last time I tried to store it in my own base, I ended up destroying the tile beneath the chest.
Or withdraw? How much Solari?
And so I lost 50,000. Because I was being foolish. I wonder how much I would change the stability of the game and remove stuttering if I had a better graphics card. If it is indeed that that is the problem. I'm gonna have a quick look at my task manager here. Look at the performance. Let's see, okay, and let's run through here. I'm just testing a little bit. Yeah, and I'm using pretty much all my VRAM right now. So if I doubled my VRAM from 8 to 16, I feel like it would be very different. But actually, I'm also using 15 out of my 16 gigabytes of RAM. So I may actually try to buy more RAM first and then see if that helps. Because having 16 gigabytes of RAM on a computer, a gaming computer, in 2025 is kind of low.
What do you have for me?
Could probably increase the speed of it as well. Okay, so we were sent to this guy as a part of the Harkonnen quest line. Now, the person who sent us to him said that he's a sociopath and a sadist. So let's see how we fare with him. Simone von Koenig sent me to talk to you.
Yes, enough about you. Tell me about this fascinating investigation the two of you are conducting. I've read the reports. Tell me something new.
We're hot on the trail of Skorda and we'll have him soon.
A hasty promise. I'll hold you to it. And what of this mystery substance he's involved with? Have you learned anything regarding it?
Now, they told us not to tell him anything. But that he's a very intelligent man. Let's try to not tell him and see what he gathers from it.
Really? That is what you'd like me to believe? Go on then. What else can you tell me? Thrill me with something amazing.
Now we can either try to deceive him and say that we are heading the investigation. I don't really think that he will believe that. And if we do tell him, we just told him that we know nothing, and then we tell him that we're the mastermind of the investigation. I feel like we're caught between a rock and a hard place right now. But I feel like it's safer to say that this is all her work instead of saying that it's mine. But he's a sociopath and a sadist. So I would like to try to tickle him a little bit with deception. Let's just do that. I'm heading this investigation. Any credit Simone claims is stolen.
How bold. All rewards or punishments would go directly to you. I care not whether the credit was stolen or earned, but what you accomplish with it. But be advised, you've given up all deniability. Ponder on that mistake. Huh. What else do you have to tell me?
Oh my god. Now I can either say Simone holds you in the highest regard and respect as a mentor, or Simone plots your murder or ruination through blackmail. So I could absolutely throw her under the bus, or say that he is respected by her. But he's a twisted mentat, meaning he can process a lot of information really, really quickly. And he's also augmented himself with a lot of, what do they call it? A lot of like cybernetics and stuff. I feel like it's more believable to say that Simone plots his murder. But I do kind of like Simone, though. I did just throw her under the bus, though. And now I'm gonna try to save her hide afterwards. Actually, let's see how deep this rabbit hole goes. Simone plots your murder or ruination through blackmail.
Of course she does. We've made dozens of plots to ruin the other. Yet here we both stand. I know no higher form of respect.
That did not go the way I thought.
Neither of us plots your ruin soon. You'll have my permission to take it as a personal slight.
The Harkonnen, man, they're something else. Will there be anything else?
This conversation has run its course. Return to Simone, tell her I want that substance and its analysis as soon as it is available. Be advised, I already know the truth to answers you gave. I always know. Look over your shoulder. Leave the light on. Sleep tight.
Well, this dude is terrifying. I can't help but love this guy. Okay, so we're going back to Simone after having completely thrown her under the bus. But he was like, of course! he already knew everything, judging by what he said. That was a Norwegian.
It's a bit disappointing we can't travel together.
Yeah, that's very stupid.
Well, maybe not. I thought I heard someone say "Å fytti rakkeren," which is basically the Norwegian equivalent of "Oh damn." Pretty reasonable thing to say when you enter Harko. Let's see. Whoops. Do we have anything? Can I not open my inventory or anything? Nope, I cannot. I would have wanted to check if I did indeed have any missions on Arakeen, because then I could just fly there immediately. Okay, so I'm gonna try to change my microphone filter a little bit, so hopefully you won't be hearing the cats that much or my keyboard, but you'll still be able to hear me. But if my microphone starts cutting out, or you can tell that like short words are not being picked up, please do tell me about that, because I won't notice until after. Now, if I were smart about it, I would try to apply for some guilds. Because I've been playing this solo all the way. And I'm enjoying playing it solo, but I know that when it comes to the end game, it would be highly beneficial for me to be at a guild. What would suck, though, is if I do find a guild and they're on a different server or siege. I don't think it would matter if they were in different siege, not that much. I mean, it would suck that I would not be able to see their... would be able to build close to them, though, because I could only visit. Oh, wait. Why did I go here? Right, I can drop off some stuff, but I don't really need to be here. I could... No, I don't think I have room for that. And I am realizing that I'm not completing my sentences at all. Let us go to Riftwatch and talk to Simone. We were so close to that place, and yet kind of neglected to fully do it. I'm not sure why it's not tracking, though. But it is now.
Well, well, the plot thickens, darling.
The meeting with Peter DeVries was interesting.
You don't say. Peter has instructed that the tainted spice sample is to be delivered to a third party so as not to draw attention. Curious.
You seem hesitant.
It feels suspicious, but if all goes well, you will be properly rewarded. I'll send you the rendezvous point. Deliver the package, then return to me.
Well, we didn't actually tell him that it was tainted spice. But he did say that he already knew. Oops. Like a glove. Wait. Is there nothing on the map here? Oh, it stopped tracking for whatever reason. I haven't really used the thrusters that much for the scout. My ornithopter, I mean. I've mainly been using the storage capacity in it instead. I have the thrusters though, and they're a higher rank than my storage because I can't actually upgrade my storage anymore. Which is kind of a bummer. I would have loved to have more storage space. Because this is my primary way of mining aluminium. Which, to be fair, I should probably do on my way back. Because there is quite a bit of it right on top of these tiny, not knolls, spires. But yeah, I'm gonna get all of that on the way back so that I can keep this. Oh, is he sending me to get killed? There's nothing here though. I'm not sure if this is just a basic ladder or what's going on. Level 128. I feel like the levels really just come by themselves. Now supposedly the maximum level is 200. So admittedly I'm not really that far off. Oops. I've yet to have to repair my chassis or the hull of the ship at all. So it seems like it needs to get banged up really hard or be shot at a lot for it to take any noticeable damage. Okay, so on the way back, let's pick up some aluminium. Just gotta find it. Just a tiny little bit. Now you may think that I'm trying to damage my plane to see how much I would need. I mean, we could always have a look at it. No damage on the front at all. None on the feet either. The only parts I really had to focus on are the wings, because they take quite a bit of damage. Just durability damage from the look of it. Because it seems to me, in the way that most people, the way they construct their buildings, that mainly it is the hull and the cockpit that they make room for, so that the plane can actually fly down and the wings will clip through the building and it then probably won't damage it. But I've always made a lot of room for the wings in anticipation of any damage. Because the biggest change to the gameplay for me was when I got the Ornithopter. Or no, Thopter. I mean, that makes sense though. It is basically a flying mount. If you were to use the terms of WoW. Now I got a tip during last night's stream, where it is, if you go into a buggy with the intention of going around with the laser and getting all kinds of ore, then you should enter the vehicle. Do I need carbon? Yeah, I think maybe I do, actually. Come to think of it. Anyway, if you enter your buggy while holding your laser, the efficiency will increase. Now the amount that you get looted is still the same, but the laser itself will take a shorter amount of time per node. Oh, right. Wait. Oh, it's full. Well, shit. Well, we weren't really going for a hard grind now anyway. We were just gonna fill up what we had. Because I'm always in need of aluminium, really. Because the placement of my base is way too close to all the iron. So this is, for me, the closest place to get aluminium. And it's not super far away from my base, but all the aluminium veins, as far as I know, are all the way up on these spires. I'm kind of hoping I'm wrong about that, but I haven't seen much other than carbon down on the ground level. It's kind of hard to tell right now anyway, though, seeing as it is in the night. There are quite a few practices, though, that I've really just stopped doing. Like, my primary way of getting water before was to purify blood to get it. And now I don't have to do that at all because of the death still.
Well, well, the plot thick. Was it now? Do tell.
I was ambushed at the rendezvous point? But I wasn't, though. There was nothing there.
And yet you're still alive, darling. Most impressive. Clearly my mentor Peter is clipping away loose ends. We must be very careful.
That's funny, because I intercepted your message ordering my death.
How did you know? Oh, you didn't. Clever child.
You're happy? You try to kill me.
Don't be so sensitive, darling. I've danced this dance with Peter many times. I'd be insulted if no one made the attempt. I'm delighted to have a savvy protege.
Very well, but what do we do now?
Peter is too big a threat now. You will take that tainted spice and poison his food with it. Poison snoopers will not detect it. I will take Peter's place, and you will advance more swiftly with me at the head. I'll make a much more pleasant superior than De Vries, I assure you.
It's interesting that she says that after just having tried to kill me. And now I'm gonna get her a promotion. All of a sudden we're pals, you know? Well, before we go, I'm just gonna drop off my aluminium at my base, because it's right around the corner here. Now, just by pure luck, I've built my base pretty close to every Harkonnen quest giver. So that has been very practical for me. Probably for an Atreides, it would be a lot better to build it up by the stone wall. I wonder if I'll have room for all this. Should probably also order in some steel. Yeah, it's the carbon I'm actually gonna be running low on. I'm also producing with 4 refineries at once. I'm trying to produce as much lubricant as I can for my fans. Oh, damn, that's a lot. Okay, I think we're gonna have to go and spend some of this. Most likely we're going to get to a place now where I can max out every fan. Fair bit of running back and forth though. But it will max out. I'm not sure how many days that leaves me of power. 20 days. Well, that should help. If nothing else, I'm saving myself time in the future. I suppose it would actually make sense to just move the box out here, though, to be fair. But I'm not sure if it would take durability damage, though, because this is the outside. It would suck if I had a fully maxed out chest of lubricant and then it was destroyed by the wind and the storms. I'm fairly sure though that we had a Coriolis storm earlier today, so that won't happen for like a week now. At least I think it's every week. Okay, so it's just gonna keep going. It's got 147 left. Now it should be roughly the same on all of these, if I'm not mistaken. This is probably, yeah. Now every one of these is gonna give me 5, right? And I've got 4 of them churning out at once. Now one of the reasons why I'm doing this now is that I have a hell of a lot of water and I'm not really using it at all. So now I'm going to be spending a lot, and hopefully that will, then I can get some more water running through the system. I do have 5 death stills right now, so it shouldn't be that big of a, oh god, that big of a problem for me to keep hydrated, as long as I occasionally go to collect some fresh corpses. And it is very practical when you have the scout helicopter, because then you can just fly it to a location with a lot of enemies and lob them into the back of it, you know. This should probably be done pretty soon. 20 minutes, okay. Well, let's drop off the rest we have. No matching items. Do I not have carbon? No. I haven't got any carbon anywhere, from the look of it. Have I fully stacked? No. Blade parts. Oh no, it's just filled up. Well, let's move the armor out then. Put that in here instead. Might as well. And then put the blades in there. Alright. So we've got productions running. And now we're gonna be poisoning Peter DeVries. Now we have to go to Harco to do that. Do we have anything else that we need to do before going there? Not by the look of it. And we have to go to Arakeen to continue the story missions, so might as well just go to Harco right away. But I would like to have a quick look at Chopper, because I did fly it more recklessly than I usually do. Still no damage at the hull, even though I crashed it pretty hard. Now, you probably won't believe me, but I'm trying to treat it a little bit more harshly to see how much it will take for it to be damaged. But so far, the thing I've learned is that I've been flying it extremely carefully, and I can probably, when I land, just pretty much just bang it into the ground, you know? If I'm allowed to say that. Okay. I think we've done everything we can. No, we can start more refining as well. Yes. I think we're good. Alright, back to Harko. Now, we have a new neighbor now. You see that tiny house down there? That is Mustard Fennec. He is a streamer as well, a very nice guy. So he moved in earlier today, actually. I tried to help him out a little bit, just providing some small stuff that I would have loved to have when I started out here as well. But I'm not gonna give him too much stuff though. Not because I don't want to, but I just don't want to spoil his journey, you know. Achieving milestones is a huge part of the game. Okay, let's go and try to poison the sociopath. I do not think that he will die. It would surprise me if that happened. I feel like it's a lot more logical that that Von Koenig is gonna be killed instead of him. If he is the sociopathic sadist that we've been told, and that is a wicked mentat, I don't really think that poisoning him is the way to go. I feel like he also has cybernetic augments, and it would surprise me if none of them were built to find poison, seeing as he's risen through the ranks of the Harkonnen, because then he would have died to poisoning way sooner, you know. Now, I was told that they killed Maxim, but I haven't been back to the anvil to see if the NPC is still there. Because it would surprise me if he was gone. Like, what would they do with that zone? But at the same time, I don't know. I have actually been thinking about reading the book. Now, going into this, I really didn't think that story would be at the forefront. And it is advertised as primarily a survival game, and it looked like that on the box, but it really feels more like an RPG with survival elements in it. Oh, he's standing... Oh, right, I'm going to his personal supplies. Wait, these? Oh. Guess I need to get up there. How do I get up there? By using the stairs, genius. I feel like we should be getting close to rank 4 with the Harkonnen now. No, we're halfway there. Roughly. This is Peter the Reese, we must talk now. And he's like, why did you poison my supplies? Oh, we've got some more skill points, actually. Haven't even tested that out yet. Maximum stamina would be very nice, though. In the way that I'm building this character, because I'm building a lot around melee. At this point, I've probably built so much around melee that I'm getting kind of sick of playing melee, to be completely honest with you.
What do you have for me?
I take it you know I was sent to poison you.
I told you at our first meeting, I always know. However, I am delighted you chose to deliver this fascinating tainted spice to me, even if deviously.
Will you kill Simone and I now? And I? That's not right, is it? Isn't it Simone and me? I don't even know.
Oh my, no. I adore Simone and her murderous attempts. They keep me sharp. And any involvement on your part, well, raises my estimation of you.
They keep me sharp. God, these guys are so weird. And I really like it. Why do I like it so much? I don't get it. It seems to me the two of you should have a duel and be done with it. No, that's not the Harkonnen way, you Atreides dumbass. No offense, but you might be a lunatic. Oh yes, we're gonna go with that.
As a mentat, I know when the Baron will send the executioner. He will hold back just so long as I am useful. To move sooner would be wasteful, and I am yet of much use. I instill such lessons in Simone. When will I send the executioner? My tools must be sharp. I must keep vigilant and constantly diversify my tools. I'm taking over this investigation, and I want you to work directly for me.
Let's see. Sorry, I was distracted by a cat. What about Simone? Shall we take care of her? No. My loyalty is with Simone. Is it? I feel like that's such a naive disposition. I mean, we're kind of like in the Game of Thrones universe right now, and every person is Littlefinger. Like, we can't really be trusting anyone. So if I offer to kill her, yeah, let's do that. Might as well.
Simone set the ambush on you. The package she gave you contained no poison. It was already in my Simuda. You were a distraction and a scapegoat.
Oh.
I might be dead if an underling of mine hadn't been suffering such horrible withdrawals as to make him dare to use my stash.
Oh my god. Imagine being desperate enough to steal drugs from this dude. Jesus. Okay. Where does that leave all of us?
Oh, Simone still has her uses, and she's a vicious delight. But I'll be putting her to uses other than this tainted spice mystery. As for you, do not fear. I don't desire your death. That would be wasteful. You are, after all, very useful to me yet.
Wow. That was hard for him to say, even. What's our next step in investigating the tainted spice?
We must know the origins of this bad spice. I detect an imperial hand at play, but I do not know from what direction or from whom. We shall trace the lines of probability back to Skorda. He has answers that can be cut out of him, and he has recently appeared in Arakeen.
How do we track down Skorda?
All probabilities lead to a naive Atreides trooper named Rafe Oslo. He knows Skorda. Find him, and find out what else he knows.
Did we talk to him already? I feel like that's probably the ginger, but I can't remember. Anyway, to find the origins of the tainted spice, we must trace the lines of probability back to Skorda. He has answers that can be cut out of him, and he has recently appeared in Arakeen. Okay. Seek out Rafe Oslo. He may know where to find Skorda. I'll find him.
I cannot go to Arakeen unnoticed, but you can. Be swift. Details are in the contract.
It is awfully fitting that while I'm talking to this dude about being devious, my black cat sits on my lap. Anyway, goodbye. Okay, so we're going to Arakeen. Oh, rank up. We got a half a level from that. Which means...
What will it be?
we can buy something. And we love buying things. Oh, melee weapon swatch. And it's only 500. Easy, okay. Black and red weaponry. Flying vehicle swatch as well. That's also really cheap, surprisingly so. Mercenary light armor set variant. It's only 8k, but I think there's something else further down. Sandbike variant, buggy variant, and there we go, ornithopter variant. That's where the money goes. We only have 10k left. Oh damn. Well, I'm not gonna buy an armor set now then. So we're gonna be able to get a Harkonnen ornithopter now. And we can change the color of our blade. To be honest though, the blade isn't really that visible, so I don't think we will actually even see the change. Unless the entire blade is black. Then maybe. Maybe it's red. Maybe they're going full Star Wars on it. Probably not though. Maybe a darker metal with red detailing on the handle and a black handle. No, red detailing on the hilt and a black handle is what I meant to say. But before we can add all that, I think we're just gonna go to Arakeen. Because we have 2 missions there right now. Should be right up here, I think. There we go. Okay, let's do the Harkonnen mission first. And then we can see if we want to keep doing that before we continue on with the story.
Oi! Is there something you need?
You're Rafe Oslo. I'm looking for Skorda.
You are you? Well, who's asking?
I'm part of his crew. I need to see him. There's been some trouble.
Yeah, I heard he got jumped by mercenaries when he tried to go off-world.
Can you help me?
Happy to help. Skorda's a hero of mine. I owe everything I am today to him.
Go on.
I was just a street dog on Caladan. I messed up. I was on my way to a prison planet. But Skorda, see, he was in the constabulary. He saw something in me. Skorda covered it up for me. Got me set up as a recruit in the Atreides House forces. And here I am now. Right. Last I saw, Skorda was talking to one of them weirdo cult recruiters in town. I gotta see one of them.
Fair enough. Man, it's such a difference when you're talking to the Atreides versus the Harkonnen. Like, you can't really pull one up, you know, on the Harkonnen at all. They're pretty much so used to deceit that you can't really mess with them. Has our quarry suddenly found faith? I suspect not. Skorda has chosen to hide among the cult of the Masquerade. We shall follow after. Wait, I need to have a look at where I'm actually going right now. Right. Good call. I think I might actually order some more RAM today. It's so easy to just pop in, you know.
Greetings. May the tyrant worm bless you. May your fluids honor him. May we all be drained of doubts and the poisons of a sick society.
I'm looking for the Masquerade.
And the coils of providence bring you to us. I am a Naib of the Masquerade. I am a teacher. I am a recruiter. We follow the holy tremis of Shai Hulud, as interpreted by our Sayadina Nala. We honor the tyrant worm by spilling our water.
Right. I'm sorry, but wouldn't the Fremen see spilling water as blasphemous? They would. Let's say that first.
I understand your confusion. To the blind, sight must seem like insanity.
Sure,
But this is blindness that can be cured. In the meantime, can I be of help?
Well, cult is the right word for it. Anyway, I'm looking for my friend Tig? Skorda.
Oh yes, a promising convert. Come to our learning center in the Udum. You will find your friend, and perhaps enlightenment.
I think the only thing I'll find is bloodied corpses of your cult. Likely at my hand as well. At least that's what I found when I went there the last time. For people who want commerce, they're surprisingly trigger happy. Either way. Okay, so we have to go back to Peter the Breeze, so we might as well go. Oh, we're going up. Go to the story mission. We're meeting Aristay on the second floor.
You're here. I had hoped, but never mind. Arrakis is almost as full of abandoned hope as it is sand.
Making new friends, Aristay?
Oh, look. The famous outlaw Zantara the Lion. He enters stage right, cloak swirling, his eyes filled with savage menace. As for friends, well, when old ones no longer answer, new ones must be found.
I'm sorry, Aristay. There are
wars to fight, cities to destroy, Sardaukar to kill.
People to save. Like this one. When I pulled you from that prison ship, I couldn't help but recall an old Fremen prophecy Aristay had uncovered. Twin comets in the sky.
I remember. I dreamed of you. Birthed in fire. Twin comets in the sky. The seer of lies.
The seer of lies. But there was no comet, Aristay.
Just the burning wreck of an Imperial prison transport flaming across the sky after my rocket hit it.
And there is no way that could be interpreted differently.
I know of...
Peace. We're not here to discuss my dreams. We're here to decode this.
Where did you get that?
We pulled it out of an abandoned siege. Our mutual friend here got us past the security.
You've got more than a few hidden talents and secrets. So what's on it?
Ixian decoder with...
I know what it is. As much as I may try, I haven't entirely forgotten my past, Aristei. Just buried it. What's on the film?
Let's find out.
I have pursued my mission to find the Fremen through to its logical conclusion. I have earned their trust, no doubt helped in part by the prophecies which have been sown amongst them. It took all of my mentat faculties to draw this conclusion, but I see the signs of the Bene Gesserit and their Missionara Protectiva seeded amongst the Fremen. It is clear that a manipulator of religions has been at work here. They refer to me as Lisan al-Gaib, the voice from the outer world. I confess, what began as an infiltration quickly became admiration, and now obligation. They're a harsh people, shaped by their oppression and persecution, most recently by the Emperor and his Sardaukar legions. I can unite them, help them to achieve the dream that Kynes began, but it requires a leap of faith. I must drink the water of life. I must become their money. But before I take that step, I have unfinished business. I've come to believe that my original mission to find the Fremen was actually to find a particular Fremen. I have my suspicions as to why, but to confirm them, I am forced to track down those who set me loose on this world in the first place. And I believe I have found them. Beneath old Carthage. Despite the destruction, something lingers beneath the city. On this film are the coordinates of the location where I believe I will find my answers. If you are searching for the same answers, you must follow me there. This is my secret name, spoken only in troop and siege. Al-Naim. In Chekhovsa, it means the sleeper.
Ooh.
Did you know him? He was wearing Fremen garb.
I know of him, but we have never met. Stilgar asked me to search for him after he disappeared. You seem to be connected to all of this. You need to come with me to Old Carthage. Perhaps there we can find...
Harkonnen.
It's Fade Rotha.
Where?
I saw him watching us from the corner.
You saw who?
Fade Rotha Harkonnen.
Your betrothed. Here. Not even he would be brazen enough to risk himself in Atreides territory.
You're here.
Not for long. If he recognized me, the Sardaukar will be coming. Aristei, send me the coordinates from the recording. I need some time to prepare. Keep an eye out in Harko village. Noctua will lead you to me.
I'm coming as well.
You know you can't, and you know why. As an honored daughter of House Atreides, you are too valuable to risk on a trip into Harkonnen territory.
You sound like my father.
Never let your whims interfere with your duty.
And now you sound like my mother. You're right. Now get going before the Sardaukar round you up. You too. You wouldn't survive a face-to-face meeting with Count Hazimir Fenring.
Well, I have.
Wait, what was that? Tell me later. Get going.
Oh man, this game just keeps getting better. Okay, it's a good thing we did this mission now, because we have 2 missions to go back to Harko again. Can I change the look of my gear in here? Let's see. I would love to see the weapon though. That would be great. Well, never mind then, we'll do that later. I wonder if I can start producing the medium ornithopter. The only thing I don't have access to yet is plastanium. And with my luck, that's probably the only thing I need, right? Well, I can't see it here either. Probably because I'm not allowed to carry a weapon in a city, which makes sense, I suppose.
What do you have for me?
The ruse worked. I'm invited to the Masquerade Learning Center.
Congratulations, you're a natural at being a ritualistic lunatic.
Cheers.
And according to this report, this talent is reaping rewards.
Shall I take this undercover assignment further?
I admire your relish for skullduggery, but there's no time to create a proper cover. Besides, I already have an agent. Deeply implanted in the cult.
I don't think deception is gonna work on him, but he might actually relish in my attempt. Let's try. Clearly my place is undercover, keeping an eye on that agent.
Your eagerness is impressive, your listening comprehension less so.
Fair.
I haven't the time to contextualize every order. Such tedium makes me homicidal.
Why the rush?
I have received whispers that mysterious mercenaries attacked Skorda. He made a daring escape. Hard to say who the attackers were. Is Skorda a true believer, or is he using the cult as a shield? Attack the cult directly. Bring me Skorda, or actionable information.
I'm on my way.
I'll dust off my cult deprogramming torture methods, just in case.
Good stuff. Okay, story mission time. We have to go down? How do we go down? I don't think I've ever been on the lower levels. Probably... No. That's Neo-Carthag. There are stairs here though. Maybe they lead down. Kinda hard to tell. Let's just try to walk directly over there. Maybe there's something in the area. Is this what? Talk to Santara. Is this Santara?
Are you ready for this, off-worlder? Old Carthag awaits.
Well, I guess we are. I'm ready.
Remember, if we're caught, we're dead. But don't worry, off-worlder. I'll make sure your water finds the Fremen.
Let's go. I don't even know what that means to go to old Carthag, to be completely honest with you. I'm just blissfully unaware in my pursuits. this mine or his? It's his, okay. Thought I was finally gonna be able to see his face. I'm not sure if it's worth it to be looking in every corner for loot. Or if this even is a lootable place. Okay, so he's talking to me, but I can't even see him. Must disable the fan. Okay. Oh. This seems rather an obvious place to go down. And yet it is not. Oh. Why is he standing right here? I mean, he must be leading me to something, right? Unless he's bugged. He's kind of just sliding around. Maybe I have to push him out. No, he's still just standing there. Okay, we've got to deactivate the fan somehow. I have no idea how, though. Nothing's really sticking out to me right now either. Maybe there's some kind of paneling that I need to shoot. I'm guessing I can't just do that. Well, it looks like I can jump over. Oh. Well, I am overcomplicating it in my mind then. That never happens.
Make her take our souls. Off-worlder, I don't suppose you happen to have a dissembler set to the exact codes of this pentashield, do you? I thought not. Our paths must diverge for the moment, but let us keep our voices close and communicate. Happy hunting.
Well, that's fine by me. But I feel I've been running around without any enemies for a while now, so surely they're gonna be popping up any minute now. Laid back Luke is raiding with a party of 53. Jesus Christ. Oh, thank you very much.
There. I'm certain you've noticed by now we have entered something well beyond
Grab your beers and
normal
comb your
Harkonnen devilry.
comb your beards. We have arrived. It's a laid back raid. It certainly is. Holy shit. I've got to tell you, that is the biggest raid I've ever had. Howdy, good man. Howdy back to you, indeed.
I see
Now,
things that raise
that
the
being the
darkest
biggest raid I've ever
suspicions.
had,
I'm not
instant sweat, gotta tell you.
sky. One moment, Offworlder. I must examine this.
Nice Life in the Sands. Oh, it's good. It is very good. I'm doing the story missions now, and I'm just falling more and more in love with this game. It really is just keeps pulling me in, you know? Like Ghost Penguin and I, she's my partner. We watched the Dune movies recently just because I got so engaged in this game. Oh, there's fire. Never mind that. Well, is this not where we're going? Oh, it is. But I made a maximum height character, and so we're just jumping through here. Recently watched the movies. Oh, they're really good. Both Ghost and I are actually educated in film and television. She still works in TV, though. I changed my profession over to IT. Oh shit, there's radiation here. I should be paying attention, shouldn't I? Oh damn. Oh shit. Did I find? Yes, I did. Okay, so it's lowering. I should have been paying attention to what he told me. Was I supposed to go through here or what? Oh, I could have just gone around instead of down through. The iodine pills actually work a lot better than I thought. It would have made it so much easier for me earlier on. Character looks badass also. Oh, well, there wasn't really much of a question if I should be going Harkonnen or not, but thank you.
By the Maker.
Oh.
Offworlder, we have entered a den of abominations. These are Twi'leksu. We must be in one of their laboratories.
Love Dune. I actually got... Let's have a look at this weapon, because I just had it. Well, that's not too bad from this to this, but I mean... I don't feel like I can see that huge of a difference, but it does fit the set, though. Fellow Harko, absolutely. The first character I made, I tried to make him look as much as me as possible. Now I wish I'd kind of looked like this, but I don't. And I had to remake the character so many times, so I figured, you know what, let's go more fantasy with it. Now, usually whenever I create characters in video games, I like to go with a bearded character. And, oh, this actually is, it's not an armor set at all. It's a steel suit, the mercenary one. Now, it actually looks pretty good with a helmet on as well. It's kind of like a mix of Bane and a Gimp, if you know what I mean. But, I don't know, I just prefer going around without it. I also don't really use the eyes of Ibad, because they're so blue that my eyes almost become black, so I prefer just having the white eyes.
Attend, children. It is time. Hear me. Where were you born? Where is your place? Put your hand in the box.
Well, to be honest with you, when I saw you streaming earlier, I really liked the cloak that you have. So if you want to do a swap, I'm fine with that. Now, the first time I got this armor, I had been grinding for it. And later that same session, I was killed by a sandworm for the first time. And I lost everything. My shower curtain cloak? Well, it looked like it was kind of like transparent in a way. Like I really like that. But there's something really cool about this set too, though. It's got the face on his right shoulder that I really enjoy. And I've got the Harkonnen style set on it now too, so it's black and red with just a little bit of a brown on it. I wonder if these are from the original Dune books. Like, I haven't actually read them, but I know that Dune inspired a lot of Star Wars. But this is like quintessential Star Wars style, you know, the blue holographic image coming to talk to you, that kind of thing. I go lurkers, lurkies because of spoilers. Enjoy. Yeah, I getcha. It's such a good story too. Like, I have no idea how far you've gotten, but I would have done the same thing. And I'm gonna try to keep it as spoiler free as I can during the stream as well. But thank you so much for the raid, though. I can't put into words how much that means to a tiny streamer like me.
Because it cannot bear any further obscenity.
Oh shit, I overspent my stamina completely. And then I overdid it by using my spice on 2 small enemies. Well, that was completely unnecessary, wasn't it? Let's see, I want to try to get as much loot as I possibly can. Oh, I think I saw a loot container in the back there. Because I've got some kind of Mentat vision, so I can see a lot of resources while the pink power is going on. Oh, they are actually not that puny. Especially not the big dude. Look pretty cool though. Let's see. I'm gonna try to get as much stuff as possible. I think the shield I have now is better than the Mark V though. Because that has a power drain of 104. No, it's the same. 1.6? No, 0.6 and 1.4. So these are the exact same. But the durability on this is crazy, because I've had that for quite a while. Should probably fix fix that soon. Okay, I am not paying attention, because I got distracted. What are we actually doing? We are learn more about the purpose of the facility, so we're just looking for items to pick up at this point. Could be anything. And we're obviously going to grab all the loot we can on the way. No, I keep going in circles. This looks pretty destructible. There we go. Still have that spice power as well. I fear I'm not going to be able to utilize that much of it. Is this a one-shot?
The Tleelaxu are genetic manipulators of the highest order. They brew wonder and dread from the essence of life. Entire galaxies of horror are distilled into a test tube. For even the most profane soul,
God, these dudes are just completely frantic. I feel like this is probably the kind of place where it would be advantageous to not be a swordmaster. Are you gonna do something, or no? Okay then.
Unlike a clone, the materials used to generate a Gola are harvested from an already deceased specimen. What's more, Golas have been documented to have experienced echoes, fragmented memories of their previous existence.
Interesting. Maybe we should actually do some with a little bit more flair. Let's get rid of that and do this instead. Maybe even weirding step. Just change it up just a little bit. Oh god. Well, so much for the flare. Wait, did I not change it? Oh, I can't change it now. Come on. We would like to have some flare. No, wait. There it is. There we go. Flare ad nauseum. Let's get it. Okay, so we're trying to learn about the facility. Right now, oh, there is a destructible door right here. I've seen a lot of streamers use music while they're playing this, but I just love the in-game music so much that I don't really see the need for it. Man, those daggers they have are so fast. Some of them don't seem to really attack much though, they're kind of just standing there. I would prefer it if they absolutely just try to destroy me though. Because I should have been wearing my combat armor, because right now I'm using the still suit that I use to maintain my water levels.
Hear me. You are the scout. We are the hands. You are the
Oh. Seems I may be from this place, that I am one of these experiments.
In this way, we can grow our golas from the cells of cadavers. We can program certain traits, skills, and physical characteristics into the life gestating within. We can even create our remarkable face dancers.
What'd she say? Face dancers? Sounds kind of awesome.
The applications of the axolotl tank only grow, both manifold and multiform, overreaching
Dear
vast
God,
horizons.
if you could see what I'm seeing.
Ooh. Okay, let's see how overwhelmed we will become. Oh. Yes, they are coming for me. Well, let's get it. Oh shit, okay. I may have to use my ranged weapon here, because this is gonna be insane. Okay. Oh my god. Oh shit. Okay, let's try to funnel them through the narrow passage here. It's gonna be easier, hopefully. I keep dodging way too much. Like I'm afraid of taking damage, and I suppose I should be. That was a solid one. Okay. Oh shit. Okay, come on. Oh, come on. Oh, that might spell doom. No, there are only 3 now.
Offload it. It's terrible. Monstrous, past all sanity.
Oh my god, okay. We may have to use the terrain here. Damn, I should not have swapped my skills out. The ones I had were much better for this. Flare or not. Come on then. Well, okay.
I cannot tell you, Off-Worlder. It's utterly beyond thought. I dare not tell you. The most disturbing spice dream could not show this. They are not...
Oh shit. Well, they have yet to really do any damage to me though. And I did just learn the Swordmaster trick, where if I go low, I will take way less damage and get 200% increased regeneration. And I wouldn't mind testing that out. I believe I came from there, so maybe there's actually some loot up here that I should be gathering. There is one more enemy, and then probably we will get another message about what we're supposed to do. There's a lot of ammo here too, and healing. Just had to check. So there might be a boss coming as well. Hopefully. I would not mind a boss. Rude.
Curse these hellish things! Legions! They defy all reason! Shall Lord take you!
Come on. Come on. Hey, I came with the raid. I got you tabbed out for your stream. I hope you have an amazing day. Thank you so much. Welcome in. I am a very tiny streamer from Norway. And I found Laid Back Luke through Slackjeff. I'm actually playing on the same server as Slackjeff, if you know who that is.
We must reunite. There are hatches that lead downward. See if you can locate one.
Okay, so I added some extra flair, but I think it actually hurt me more than it helped. The Eye of the Storm was pretty nice though, but it would have been nice to have a higher rank of it. Maybe I can actually level it up. Because right now it does 65 damage, that's nothing. No, it did less than that, and now it does 65. Well, shit, okay. Not great, but I'm gonna stick with it and we'll see how we fare. Now, usually I do play mainly horror games on this channel. And I do play a fair bit of DBD. That's where I found most of my most loyal small community. Been very lucky in that regard. And I do also really love music. So usually I play music on my streams from all the different types of genres that I have. I think that my next playlist I create on Spotify will be playlist number 400 and something. Needless to say, I have a lot of music.
We have even explored the possibility of using axolotl tanks to replicate the spice melange. This would forever change the shape of power in the universe.
There seems to be quite a bit of radiation around here, though. No, I'm not getting any radiation here at all, but there are a lot of melted corpses around here, so I should be very wary about that. It seems that leveling up just once with Eye of the Storm really made a huge difference, because I actually killed one of them with that now. So with a little bit of luck, I could end up killing an entire huge group of them at once if I get it well placed.
Off-worlder, I have entered a large cavern and will await you here. Hurry.
Just looking around for any type of audio tape that we can listen to, because I really want to understand the universe here as much as possible. Now, I try to get as much gameplay out of it as possible, but I am really investing myself into the story, because it is very engaging. Wait, are they breaking out of the tanks now? No. Or maybe they are. I thought I heard some of them break out. I think I'm fairly high leveled for this place though, because the loot I just found was a welding torch, rank 3, and I'm on Mark 5 right now.
Arsig mongers among the uninitiated spin scandalous hearsay regarding our females and what has become of them. Let us just say that their glorious legacy lives on in the axolotl tank.
Oh, there he is. Oh. That is a Harkonnen mark right there. Well, it makes sense. We're in Carthage.
I've seen things this day that I will never speak of. For when I pass out of this universe, the memory of it will mercifully die. Come, let us continue.
Oh, this is where I created my first character. In the character creator, this is the absolute first scene we see. Us walking down here to a Bene Gesserit at the end here. The one we've been seeing flashes of. There she is.
Our cat's paw returns and brings a desert lion in tow. What is it you seek? The sleeper is not here.
It is a strange thing. to see a Bene Gesserit perched at the center of the Tleilaxu web.
Curiouser and curiouser.
Tell me, if you are truly of the Sisterhood, then command us to put our blades away.
Clever children.
Talk, or we will take turns degloving your skull of all its faces.
Be at peace, Desert Lion. I'm here to give answers.
What interest does the Bene Tleilax have with me?
Speaking as someone who habitually hides behind other guises, perhaps we're interested in the real you. The royal you.
Tell us what you know of the Sleeper.
Oh yes, the Sleeper is our greatest experiment yet. However, I should like to talk about this one here.
How does this off-worlder relate to you and your plans?
Have you not guessed?
Amputees often complain of feeling their phantom limbs. Tell me, little homunculus, when you allowed yourself to be Count Fenring's plaything. When you murdered sibling.
After sibling.
Did you feel nothing?
Not even a tickle.
A clone.
Clones are grown from cells taken from the living. Golas are harvested from the dead. They are walking mausoleums, haunted by the memories of a corpse. Oh, my poor child of the tube. Your life is not yours. Your memories and identity are product, code, content. You are one of many, a ghoulish fractal, repeating and repeating and repeating. Every horror you faced in this land emerged from the same slime you congealed in.
Enough! That's more than enough.
You seem to have me at a disadvantage, Desert Lion. I do not possess the voice. I am no Bene Gesserit. And yet, when it comes to our product, I may as well be. Kill Xantar!
Oh shit.
You still don't know what cadaver you were scraped from.
There's no time for masks now. My name, my real name, is Bronso Vernius. My mission is to find the Sleeper. Listen, the Fremen are still out there. They will return once the Sleeper has awakened. You must find Stilgar. Arrakis has sharpened you, off-worlder. But what will you do with that edge?
Oh shit. Gotta escape in 2 minutes. That scene was amazing. Like that's... I don't think I'm even joking. Oh shit. when I say that it's one of the most awesome scenes I've seen in a video game ever. At least to me, when I've been so invested in the story. Wow. I did not foresee that at all. Jesus. Where do we go now? I don't even know. I feel like we should probably just go back to, wait, where even is this? Old Carthage is in the middle of Harco and Arakeen. I suppose we should just go back to Haga Basin then. Because I don't actually know where we should be going. I do feel like it would be natural for us to go to Harco. Oh, that's too far. Deep Desert is here. Which means that the Haga Basin should be here somewhere. It's so hard to navigate on this map, honestly. But if I find... Okay, so that's Harco, which means that just north of there, we should find the Haga Basin. There we go. Now, I actually played the beta for this game. And you could only play the lower part of it, like the first zone you got into. And I was like, well, it's fun and all, but I don't know if it's really that captivating. And the more I play it, the more captivating it actually is. Like, the survival part of it is very stimulating. It always feels like there's something that I can do to improve upon my base, right? But the story, my god, it's just getting better and better. Let's make this into a Harkonnen ship. Oh, yes. Now we're talking. Yes, that's something else. Reach a safe distance from the facility. Find the location of the coordinates. Coordinates. Okay, let's have a look at this mission. Searching for answers. Well, we definitely are. Completable by a party member. Well, we're not doing that. I should speak with Santara in Harco village when I'm ready to investigate the location. Find the location of the coordinates from the decrypted message. Reach a safe distance from the facility. Have I not done that? Okay, let's just go back to the base and see if we get any progress from just traveling further away. Man, I'm loving how the ornithopter looks right now, though. The black and red is just beautiful. Okay, so we're going to the base now. We are pretty close to the anvil. And I am relatively happy with it. Got some of the Harco building blocks here with the face on the side. And we're going for like a completely open solution on it on the sides with the garage on the bottom.
Hello? Are you there? So you made it out. Good.
I want to hear all about it, but it's complicated. After Fade Routha was spotted in Arakeen, Mother and Father have put me on lockdown. For different reasons, of course. Father thinks the Harkonnen want to abduct and force me to submit to the betrothal with Fade. Mother, well, she's more worried about my meeting Zentara without a chaperone, I think. We've got history. Speaking of the most wanted man in the Imperium, he's disappeared again, hasn't he? Did he say when he'll make contact? The man is frustratingly hard to pin down. He does love playing the dashing outlaw. I'll reach out again when I can find the time. Be safe.
Well, we got something out of that. Let's see. A Chris knife. Used to belong to Santara. Or it doesn't change in color. Now, I'm fairly certain that a Chris knife is a weapon you can only use once. Because if not, then it is insanely good. Because then we would go from having 59 damage per hit to 191. So I'm not going to change over to this because I really don't need it yet. And I don't want it to break either. I would very much like to keep it. Let's see, where do I keep my weapons? I think maybe I could keep them down here. Now, I am very open to any questions about the game, though. I have spent a fair amount of time in here now. So if anyone has any questions, feel free to ask. Okay. So we didn't get that much loot out of this. Most of this we can just destroy. If not all of it. Yeah. But if you are a viewer who has not played this yet, well, my recommendation for this game is glowing, let me tell you. It is amazing. Probably one of the better games I've ever played, to be honest with you. Oh, we've got to lube up our fans here. Let's see. Okay, so I need to probably put up some more people in the stills here. No, we're pretty much maxed out. No point doing that. Right. Just put a little bit of lube on these fans, and then we should be good to go. That's the wrong one. Now, I'm just gonna continue doing the story missions, I think. Because I think they are the most interesting part of the game, no doubt. Circuit 3. Wait, Circuit 3? Then why is there a loop in here? Okay, let's just try to push this in. So the reason why I'm doing this is that I just really want to maximize how long these are gonna last. And when they are maxed out with all the lube, they can be on for 20 days, which means that I can be away from the game for 20 days without having my base take any damage. Now, these days, there's no risk of me being gone for long from this game. I mean, I've gotten quite a few days out of this game already. I think I should be at around 120 hours or so. I'm not sure how many of these hours I've spent just building though, because I really love building in this game. It is very different from other survival games though. Like, I've spent a fair amount of time building in Valheim. And in that game you have a lot of smaller parts and you have a lot of freedom in creating a masterpiece of your own. But in this game you can do that, but there aren't that many small parts. It's much more about scale, really. Epic scale, to be sure. Now, I think we're gonna swap over to battle armor, because I do have that as well, just to be prepared, you know. Yeah, let's just do the full set. I also have this though. 375 armor would probably be pretty amazing at this point, because right now I have 43% mitigation. Let's see what the difference is if we swap over to an actual set. 118. So that's actually better. Either way. Less blade mitigation on these, but I don't feel like that's a huge issue anyway. So with this set on, we are at 57%. But we may have to carry a water bottle though. Well, we are dressed for battle right now. But we don't need to bring the still set with us. If anything, I should probably bring along a water bottle. God, I need to get acquainted with my own chests, because I'm spending a lot of time just doing this. Okay, let's get a water bottle. I think this one, maybe? That one has a lot of room. Oh, I can't actually repair that. That's a bummer. I don't have the recipe for that. What the hell? Could probably learn pretty much everything now. I have 700 intel right now. I wonder how much that actually... Oh shit, that's a lot. But it weighs 25 though. How much does it this weigh? 15? Just for water? That's a lot. Oh well, we have to suffer a little bit to get the armor, I suppose. Damn near an entire tank just for that. 10,000 milliliters. Does that mean that we have to put a person in here? No, we're fine. Well, enough about that. Let's, no journey tracked. What? Hunting Scorda. Investigate Autumn. We could do that. We have a lot of missions in the deep desert as well. And the graveyard. Well, we have a lot actually that we can do, but I want to do the main missions though. No, this has to do with... Wait. Epilogue. Oh. It seems we actually finished the main story for now. With Aristay unable to meet me and Alara Tua giving me the cold shoulder, it seems as though I need to just live my best life on Arrakis until they are free to speak to me once again. So we've actually completed the main story. No, I'm confused. That is the Assassin's Handbook. But we have done the epilogue for the main mission as well. Wait for contact. Okay, so it can happen at any point then. So what I think we should do is just continue hunting Scorda, which is actually a part of our Harkonnen questline, which is what I was doing before the raid came in anyway. So let's just keep on doing that. Am I going the right way? No. Okay, so we're going all the way over to the other side. I think that is pretty far, probably. 6 kilometers. And there's a spice explosion right there. I think we should probably go over there and get some spice. And then we can continue doing the socio... No, actually, let's not do grinding right now. I can do that off stream. I feel like doing missions for a guy who is known as a sociopath and a sadist is a better time. I feel like I may be getting closer to the creation of my next character than I anticipated. But to be fair, I've played this game for... actually, let's have a quick look at how long I've played it for. 132 hours before I started streaming today. So it took me quite a while. I got a lot of game out of it before I got to this point. And I still have a lot left. Like, there's so many quests that I can still do. I haven't even done my advanced training for most of my my skills. Haven't even made the medium ornithopter yet. This is just the first one. Now, this is a Funcom product. And being a Norwegian, I have faithfully tried a lot of Funcom games. Because it's pretty much the only, like, relatively big gaming studio we have in Norway. We have a lot of indie developers who've done pretty well. But I've got to say, this is by far the best Funcom title I've ever played. It is way better than I thought it would be. To my great delight. No. Poison, eh? Fair. Oh right, I don't have any blood extractors. Go. Okay, so it seems like we're just supposed to climb up, but I think I need to find an ID band to get further up. I may be wrong in this. Well, there's an ID band right here. So we can get through the door that we had over there, on the other side there, unless there's something more up here. No, the arrow is pointing down. There it is, probably. Might just be a loot room though, but we'll have to find out. I think I saw someone here. Certainly did.
This latest group of pilgrims includes many promising initiates. Truly many see the hand of God in the green growing things that flourish in the Udam. Those who show less zeal have regrettably been turned over to the adepts for more rigorous instruction. In particular, one recently recruited brother professed appropriate devotion and revealed to us his past as a house trooper. When tested, he demonstrated superior fighting skills and indicated that he could be of use training our militant adepts. I'm certain Shai Halud has led this righteous warrior to us for the good of the faith. I sent him on to the testing station to report to Naib Jorba.
Well, they're talking about Skorda, so obviously Skorda's been here recently. Wait, did we come from here? Or is this the way to go? No, that's where we came from. Investigate the Udam. Okay, so we're just going further into the belly. But oh yeah, right. Okay, we're going full circle right now. But they want us to go further down though. So does that mean that there's an entrance further down? Okay, so I am primarily using my Swordmaster skills with a mix of Trooper in there as well, but I have maxed out my the knee charge. Now the knee charge is actually inspired by the move that Duncan Idaho does in the game, played by Jason Momoa, where he jumps through the air and drops down on an enemy with his knee. Like so. And I've actually gotten quite a few skills like that from the movies that I've implemented in different ways. Like the Mentat skill with the poisoned tooth, where when you're downed in combat, you can actually bite down on your own tooth and it will explode in a cloud of poison. There are definitely more things like that from the movies in the game, and they've also been inspired by the aesthetic of the movie in their creation of the game. So if you enjoyed the movies, there's definitely a lot to enjoy here. And you are playing through the story in an alternative universe where Paul Atreides was never born. In his place. Yeah, search the testing station, right. In place of Paul Atreides being born, the premise of this game is that Aristei was born instead as the daughter of of Leto Atreides and Jessica. And she was trained as a Bene Gesserit, and because she saw the deception of Dr. Yue and prevented him from lowering the shields and from poisoning Leto Atreides, which led to the War of the Assassins, which is what we're doing now, where House Atreides never fell. So everything is very different, but it's also the same. As in, you have the same characters. You can still meet Gurney Halleck, you can meet Duncan Idaho, Fate Rotha, the Baron. They're all here. There's all basically the same characters, but the setting is very, has been changed by Aristei being born instead.
Over the next few days, the following will probably be coming in from the killing fields. Armor and Trost, Hosni and his brothers, Ullman's troop.
You've entered.
Do not allow Ricard or any of his people in unless they have undamaged plasteel cogs, and lots of them. Bastards shorted us last time, and they need to make good before they get a single drop of water. I don't care how desperate they are.
Oh.
Keep your guns ready, just in case.
I feel like I would love to find a weapon I really like to use. Because right now I've just created a base assault rifle, and I'm so bored while using it that I end up just using melee instead.
Greetings, Ignis. I send this note to let you know we have been fortunate in the face of worms and weather, and have found some items I'm certain will interest you. We should be arriving at your excellent oasis in a matter of 2 or 3 days. I hope you'll be able to accommodate us in the usual fashion.
Let's get the bastard. Eyes on hostile.
Oh shit. No, come on. No. Well, the AI is definitely leveling up in these areas. No doubt about that. So it probably... Oh shit. It probably was a pretty good idea to change into my battle armor. I'm not that keen on running through the poison, to be honest with you. It is kind of awkward sometimes, because either I could hold E and pick up everything, which takes longer and more stressful on the finger, you know, or I can spam space, but sometimes I will click once too many and I keep jumping on corpses everywhere I go, which is, if nothing else, delightfully sadistic. Is it sadism if the target is dead? I'm not sure. Might be something else. Gleeful about death, though, is a very Harkonnen thing, I suppose.
Power, once again. I am not interested in your revolution. Please stop trying to recruit me or my men. As for the business we discussed, it turns out I have some of the vehicle components you're looking for. I would be open to supplying them to you at the right price. I've added notes to your list. But first, I'm missing 2 of my crew, Silas and Enoch. They went missing near your territory and are long overdue. Some of our guys think you may have bewitched them with your subversive nonsense. But I said, that's impossible. You wouldn't be stupid enough to cross us like that, would you?
Now, the best thing about going primarily melee is that your shield never drops. Because when you're shooting your weapon, you see the blue around me now is my shield, right? The shield goes away. That is also why they keep using swords in the Dune movies. Because I've heard people say like, oh, why are they using swords when they have like a highly technological society and all that? And it's simply because of the shields.
Anil, imprint the following message in your bird and send it to the Sayadina at once. Revered Sayadina, we discovered one of the ancient testing stations brimming with water and occupied by scavengers. We have taken their water for Shai-Hulud. I ask for your command regarding this sacred bounty. Naib Jorba.
Enemy found!
Oh, damn. It is fairly evident to me, though, that I felt like the combat was a lot more challenging in the beginning of the game when you didn't have the shield. As soon as you get the shield, you can really play around most enemies, as long as you're not overwhelmed in a corner. And if you use your sword as a primary, obviously you have to get up close with all the enemies, so you could very easily be stun locked into a corner.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Should we go down or in here? I feel like probably this is like a loot room, right? I may be wrong in that.
Someone's here.
Shield on. Where's my reinforcements?
Ow. Using my own tricks against me. How dare you? Oh. Yeah, they're definitely getting a lot better in this area. I do really enjoy that. Oh, goddamn.
Eyes on target. I see the enemy. Shield up.
I missed everyone with that.
Found you. The world sees you.
There we go. Now, hopefully we'll be finding Skorda down here as well. Because if we do... No, I feel like this is the road I'm supposed to go, which means that I'd skipped a loot room back here. Oh, we didn't even listen to this.
Maib, the bird has returned bearing this message from the Sayadina.
Jorba, Shai Hulud truly honors us. First with our victory at Maisa Turil, and now these rich spoils you have taken. Our blind brethren of the Ikhwan Bedouin would hoard that water for themselves. Such greed angers Shai Hulud. Small wonder they have fled away in shame. But we, the faithful, remain to serve the Maker in all things. What you have won will be his in good time. But more scavengers are certain to come seeking our prize. Remain, and take their water as well. Nala. Jorba, I received your message regarding our ailing and absent brother. You say you found the name Skorda amid his abandoned personal effects. I wonder why he chose to hide it from us. It saddens me that he has fled from his holy duty to train our militant adepts. But if he has grown as ill as you say, then he is a threat to us all. I want no sickness near my person. Is not my personal health and well-being vital to the faith? No doubt he has learned of this commandment and fled to save his life. A sad breach of faith. Take your adepts and hunt him down. One of our watchers saw him fleeing to the northwest. He cannot have gotten far in such a state. Find him, kill him, and burn the remains. Do not risk close contact.
Who's that?
Okay, so it says that it's optional to catch up with the hunting party and to track him down. But obviously we're gonna do that. What the hell are you doing? Wait, did I not kill him just now? Maybe I just kicked him into the wall. Oh, he probably knelt down. As they do. Now, I picked up an orange ID band earlier. So there should be No, that probably goes back, right? There should be some kind of hidden loot room. Is that orange? Maybe it wasn't a hidden loot room then. I could be wrong in that assumption. Which means that we should probably just keep on going instead of looking for loot rooms that don't exist. We've gotten plenty of loot though, so we should be fine either way.
You've entered Desert Botanical Testing Station number 163.
I would actually love to just read the book just to see how much is actually how much this Dune universe has inspired Star Wars. I've never been huge on Star Wars, no disrespect to people who have, obviously. But to me, it really didn't really hook me in that much. Not as much as Dune has. But I know that I don't think there's a difference in the fan base that's that huge. I know there's quite a difference between, like, Star Trek fans and Star Wars fans are usually fairly different, right? I'm not sure if there's a rivalry there or what's going on, but I have no interest in any rivalry against Star Wars though. But I am definitely more interested in the Dune universe than I am in Star Wars. Easily. Oh. Follow the trail of the hunting party. I mean, these cones? Why would they leave cones? Or am I wrong? Okay. Let's see. I should probably go back to my base soon just to deliver all this loot because I'm filling up. Wait. It's above me. It's like the most macabre kind of Hansel and Gretel thing going on here. Corpses instead of breadcrumbs. Oh, is this Skorda?
Well, who the hell sent you?
Captain Teague Skorda. Peter of the Rees sent me to find you.
Oh, isn't that flattering? Do a bow, a curtsy. Don't think I can manage either. Oh, but hell with it. I'm dying. I'll tell you anything you want to know.
What is the bad spice exactly? Where does it come from?
Don't rightly know. We found it on Ix, something they whipped up. We took it as spoils. Easy money. Our own little spice trade. Didn't know the stuff was powdered death till the Catheria crashed. Then my crew starts dying, one by one.
Where's the rest of the bad spice?
The Cathera getting shot down complicated things. When it crashed, I had to leave my post to recover one of the containers. Sold it to the Sandflies. Had to leave my sick mates behind. Tried to get off-world with what I'd earned by selling the bad spice from the Cathera to the Sandflies. But I got ambushed by mercenaries. I evaded them and hid by joining the Masquerette, playing the part of a good little convert. Then I got sick, and Nala and Jorba turned on me. I fled, and this is where I fell. I'll never get off Arrakis.
That's it? That's all you know? Nothing useful?
I know one or two more secrets. Real bangers. But maybe I'll just die with them while you watch me all helpless.
Okay, so we need to make sure we get the right question here. Let's see, you have a duty to the Atreides. You can redeem yourself before death. Well, give your secrets to the Harkonnen and take revenge on the Atreides. I don't think you do that. I say screw the great houses. Tell me and I'll stick it to them. Well, maybe. I watched Katrina die like this. She wondered why you betrayed her. You know what? Screw the great houses. Tell me and I'll stick it to them. Is that likely though? I mean, this is a dude who sold a super virus that melted people from the inside out to a group of known bandits in the area just to make money. So he could be a vengeful dude who doesn't really care. Like he is kind of a hey, laid back Luke, thank you very much. He is definitely a, what should we say? He's kind of like a Harkonnen at heart. And he's been disregarded. I mean, I don't know. I don't feel like we are very likely to get the information we want by saying get your revenge on the Atreides. But I feel like screw the great houses and I'll stick it to them doesn't really make a lot of sense either. It really is a coin toss if the coin had 4 sides. Let's try the Harkonnen vibe. Maybe he'll tell me to fuck off. We'll see.
To hell with the Harkonnen.
Exactly.
You still don't get the real truth.
And what's the real truth?
It doesn't matter whether this house or that house wins. Dukes, barons, emperors. It doesn't matter who rules. The rest of us suffer.
Damn.
The Atreides and Harkonnen have fought for 10,000 years. Stars will burn out before these royal bastards stop their self-indulgent puppet show. Honor. Duty. Just strings to make us dance. I did my duty. I waded through a sea of guts. I'm done squeezing stones for blood. We should squeeze them.
Damn it, I should have said stick it to the great houses. And I went with a Harkonnen alternative because my character looks like one. That's so dumb. That's it then. You'll keep your secrets to spite the universe?
No. I'll tell if it'll help stop this sickness. But when it's over, ask yourself if what you get from the houses is worth what they exploit from you. The Delphus and the Euphoria was shot down into the shale. Now you know. That's not a win. It's a curse. You'll draw their attention now.
Who are they?
Don't know. So far up it'd give you a nosebleed to know. Don't know who they are, but they scare the shit out of me. Now do us a favor and leave.
Interesting. Okay, so he says that 2 ships were shot down in the radiation area of the map. So that's all the way down here. Now this is a place where in order to survive there you have to use a hazmat suit. Or a radiation hazmat suit. Oh shit, I left my ornithopter down there. I rarely do that. but so I did. Well, let's enter with some style here, okay? Come on. Okay. I'm not sure why it still says find Skorda in Udom, though. Because I just talked to him. So... I'm not sure why it did not register. I'm gonna go talk to him again, just to see if there's any change. Probably there isn't, but just to be sure.
You still here?
Nope, I'm not here at all. I've gone. I'm not wasting my time. Okay. We are pretty much at the edge of the map right now. Might as well actually go off map and go right to Harco to talk to Peter de Vries, our favorite sociopath and sadist. Might as well. Now, when I was watching Laidback Luke's stream, I noticed that they were, or he said that they were on a private server. I really wonder how that's going to work out with the Deep Desert and the PvP area. Because if that part is also a private server, would they not just be able to go in there as if it was PvE and just get all the resources for free? And is that preferable? Is also a question. Because I'm not that huge on PvP, but it is a pretty major part of the game. And the game is really War of Assassins. But it sounds nice though to have a private server. There might be less lag on it, because I do suffer some stuttering in the gameplay occasionally. Not that often, but just sometimes I will do that Duncan, Idaho knee charge, you know, and then I will miss the target because of some tiny little lag, because there's more people in the area. And they've even split up the servers to lessen that effect. So usually on a server on a server in total, it is split into a lot of sietches. A siege is like a sub-part of the server, right? But in the Deep Desert, the PvP zone of the endgame, they unite the sieges. And so a single instance of the Deep Desert could have 100 players in it at once. Now, if you go into that part of your private server and you're only 4 people, would that not kind of defeat the purpose? Let's talk to the sadists.
What do you have for me?
Skorda admitted the bad spice was in the cargo of 2 additional ships.
Both ships were shot down in the same ambush convoy as the Catheria. This takes us in directions both intriguing and alarming.
Why can I click this again? Okay.
What do you have for me?
What's our next move?
I must have those containers. They sit in the irradiate wastelands of Sheol, but I'm more convinced than ever that their secrets are vital.
If it's that vital, the rewards you'd give must be extraordinary.
Now that is a level of self-interest and maniacal ambition I can respect.
You haven't seen anything yet.
This task won't be easy. The land is radioactive, and I have word that the Atreides have found one of the ships already. The Emperor declared the region off limits in this war. Neither side can risk direct confrontation. That's where you come in, my deniable asset. Find and infiltrate the Atreides held ship, recover the bad spice and all of its tantalizing secrets.
This is your top priority, your only priority, okay? It will be done.
The Emperor declaring a non-combat zone is interesting.
Well, there's gonna be combat. When he says it like that, definitely there's gonna be combat. I have some kind of mission here, evidently. Oh. I can talk to Fenring now. I hope. He's a really interesting character. Probably my second favorite cutscene. Oh, I'm talking to the lady kitten sitting in the bubble right here.
Oh look, the kitten is back. Do we have business?
I've killed Centaura. I'm here to claim the 1,000,000 Solari reward. Now I'm just gonna say this right away. There's no way she's gonna give me 1,000,000 Solari.
Why do you think I'd be interested?
Excuse me. Come on now, Laura, let's not be coy. You're an agent of Fenring. You know how to get me my money.
I do. All I need is what the contract requires. Zentara's head.
I don't have his head.
I didn't think so. Maybe you should leave that contract with me. I don't think it's worth as much as you think it is.
I could have used that 1,000,000 Solari. And she says nothing to that?
Oh look, the kitten is back.
Well, no surprise there. Let's have a quick look at the Chom exchange. If we're lucky, maybe we've sold off some of the items we put in there. It's basically the auction house of Dune. I don't think I have anything that's been sold though. No completed orders. Nope. And they're gonna run out, and most of them in 14 hours, and most of those hours are inactive hours in Europe, so I'm gonna get